an absolute blast. I cannot wait to see it. All I ask for is that we don't have a test track circle. That's all I ask.
Agreed. And I'm going to second the thanks on Zenny there for getting our leaderboards up and running there. Very, very excited here going into game 4. Just like as you said, Bard, no test track.
All right. Well, as we got a bit of time, I think it is a good time to kind of give a couple of shout outs. So first of all, War, thank you very much for organizing this. Everyone from the Rise Esports org, I guess is the best way to say it. But thank you guys so much for putting this on. Thank you for putting in all the work. Really do appreciate it. It is lovely to have a third party, and there's so many teams already out of the plane. What the heck? We'll get to that in a second. But every single person who has helped with this, really do appreciate you. All the teams, thank you for signing up. Like, it is a pleasure to cast you guys. Like, there's sometimes that I might rag on teams a couple of times, and I apologize, but I will admit it's just good to see fresh new faces in here, and it's really fun. So if you guys want more stuff like this, well, we'll get into that later. But really do appreciate it. And then just sign up for scrims and just play. Like, just play the game, guys. It is a fantastic game, and I know that everyone's frustrated with TPP seeming to be the way things are looking for next year. But you know what? Even if PUBG official doesn't have it, let's try to get some third-party stuff in there, because I think it's a lot of fun. I feel bad for these players. Like, there's so many good talents out there. Like, so many people who deserve to be loved. And all right, it's not a test track circle, but we've seen this circle a couple times. But sorry, I'll get off my soapbox a little bit. I'll get off my pedestal, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out. And Affinity, they are stuck.
Yeah, absolutely, Bart. And very well said, by the way. I mean, thank you again to Rise Esports for putting on this event. It's been fantastic from day 1 going into day 2. And of course, I'm sure it's going to progress into the finals. And I mean, we can't say enough, the community that we're all present within right now. I mean, it's all of us that are keeping this together. So, as long as we keep it fresh, keep it fun, I see a lot of potential future in this scene.
Well, you guys heard it here. The only thing that we need you to do is watch, enjoy, and then also just tell your friends that you love this game, because it's a great game. And I'm not biased at all. I'm not biased.
I am, Bard. I am 100% biased. I love this game to my core, despite all of the things that drive us nuts, but it keeps us together, and that's what's important.
Now, I've met a ton of friends over here, and this was actually so a fun story. I'm gonna be a little sentimental here. This was actually my first ever PC game. I first watched it with Stone Mountain when he was doing his whole Commander series, where he'd drop in and play the captain or whatever. And I featured on one of his clip videos of clutch moments. I had a UMP, and I got a 1v3 for the dinner. But it took me a while. Found a lot of good people here. But it is such a good game. So I have a lot of love, and I'm never not gonna love this game. Even though I may rage, and I might have to buy a new mouse, I might have to buy a new desk, might have to buy a new chair if I throw it through the window. PUBG is still a really, really good game, and I want to see it do well, and I want to see the scene do well.
Again, my friend, I mean, absolutely well said. This is the thing that binds us. I mean, this game 8 or more years ago brought many people together from all over the world, and some of those relationships still exist today. I mean, let's just continue to enjoy this together as a community, and really, really enjoy it moving on into the future.
Yeah, fully agree. All right, guys, that's my sentimental. I'm done being sentimental. It's time to be. No, I can't. I enjoy being nice too much. I don't like to be mean. I don't like to crap talk any of the teams. I like to be as kind and considerate as I can. But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Ladies and gents, we do have a map stream, so if you go ahead and type in !map, it should pop up with the link. I think that our observer was not able to get in for this game specifically, but for future matches, I recommend having it up on the side. You can see all the rotates. You can catch everything that I don't catch. Granted, you won't see any fights, but you can see all the rotates, and you can compare it to the PGC, clean, calm, and organized. Where this is just, hey man, you got a car, get your butt in here. That's about it. So go ahead, do that. Also type in !Rise, I believe it's Rise, and that should have the Discord as well as Twitter, or X, whatever you prefer. Go ahead and give them a follow as well. Again, the bigger we can get this, the better, because again, we wanted this to be a long time coming. So Natty, he is gonna go ahead and legitimately be gifted a crate. So he's gonna be saying, hey, thank you, boys.
No doubt. This is what we call a gift from above for Natty. I mean, I'm sure he's dreaming of an AWM in here, but we're going to see what he's going to grab in just a moment.
DBS. No, it's a FAMAS. Yeah, I was gonna say
FAMAS. Okay.
When you see him add, whoa, hold on, how did this man go down? The heck? When you saw him add some ammo, you could tell that it was gonna be. He was a bike. Young stunner boy got stunned by the bicycle. It was too hot for him to handle. But will he get back on it? I feel like he will. You know, you get thrown from a horse, so you just get back up on it, right? So, but everyone is now trying to make it in. Oh gosh, that's the dad jokes are just to the extreme. Ooh, hello.
I'm gonna keep bringing them out, Bard.
Well, R.E.A.L and Rise, they're going to be unfriendly neighbors as they're going to go ahead and give each other some gifts, not necessarily cookies or anything neighborly, but instead high velocity lead that they will try to deal. But shots ring out. They're going for the tires. They do pop one.
Ooh, nice shots raining out from R.E.A.L Esports.
Ooh, they're spinning out.
Controlled or not?
One good headshot. Can he find another? So far, he is not, and it looks like, yeah. Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Arson's actually kind of chasing. Sorry, something was caught in my throat. I wasn't laughing at him, not at all.
There's no doubt that R.E.A.L Esports was able to get out of that one with their skin intact, because that was close, Bart. That was close.
Got to be careful because Brecken is right here, so he is kind of watching. So I actually kind of want to stay on here for a little bit, even though we got some people getting close to each other. Okay, they're just going to go ahead and dip on out of there. Hello, Antarctica! Well, you could have guessed it, because Ding is always going to be in the skies. That could be a nice bolty. Seatter, can you find it? To be fair, he is my friend, so I'd appreciate it if you don't kill him. But it would be content, so I'm torn. All right. He didn't kill my friend. I appreciate it. I mean, totally calculated. Yeah. I was never worried about Ding whatsoever. So, but
how could we? How could we?
No, not at all. Ding, he has a good amount of health still left on that, and I'm curious. Okay, so he doesn't have a repair kit, and we do see R.E.A.L go ahead and take to the west of Tuling as Rise claim that spot for themselves. Again, they did run into each other a little bit earlier. And Ghost Riders do make it through the south bridge of Rinjang and Affinity. They found cars. It might have taken them a little bit to get to, but they found them and they're moving in.
I didn't expect such a compaction south of Danqing here from these four teams. This is going to be a really interesting phase shift going into phase 3.
Well, they know that it has to shift off the water at some point, and so they're trying to make the guess essentially that it'll pop down to the south and then shift off hard, I'm pretty sure. And so that's where they think it's going to go. We'll see if it stays true. We've seen a couple of endings like south of Tulang, so I'm not too surprised by this. Other endings, we've had south, but it's too far now. Actually, we've seen a couple of endings like over here as well, splitting between these two. So Rise has a good control off of most of these circles. There is a chance that it does actually hard shift north and then go up to the east of like Neox Factory. But
be interesting to see what Rise does here with Tren crossing over from the east side of the bridge out of Jadina. Are they going to be able to spot this?
Oh, they've spotted it. They definitely know that someone's coming over. They probably just haven't taken shots. So, but Rats, they do not have a Birdum. Yeah, they just have vehicles. So I was curious because they're a little bit more grouped up than I was expecting. Oh, hello. And good grief. And Antarctica, they are going to find each other. And so far, it's not going too hot for Antarctica. Ding hops on down. And the MP5 is not going to do enough. The VSS. Oh, somebody doesn't connect the shots. The Bolty. Well, he does get some damage. Guru immediately flushed out. Seatter gets flushed as well, this time by True. Meds
do it for Waratorium, Ding. Do it for Waratorium, brother.
Oh, my lord. Not what I was expecting, but X10, he should actually get peppered by True. How does True not see him? I'm surprised. Well, okay, it doesn't matter because Ding is going to go down, and True does not spot him. The smokes are too much.
X1 really playing that tree like a fiddle there and destroying the opposition.
Wow. I don't know what the heck is going on over here. I'll be 100% honest, but I can guarantee you that True is probably going to try to drive by because True has absolutely nothing to lose. Except
And if I'm not mistaken, did we see someone airdrop from Antarctic on top of them, Bard?
Yep, Ding jumped out of the glider to help with them.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. It's a tactic they've done many times with me, especially after they bait me and then have me die for free. I'm not salty at all. Why do you ask? All right. South of Neox Factory is where it's going to be. Right. They just practiced for this event. Right. What was I thinking? Silly me. But I love them to death. True and Ding are good friends. I just, again, you see your buddies in here. You gotta give them a little.
It's always love. It's always love.
Yeah. Okay. I will also admit, if any of you kill me in game, if I cuss you out, it's just because of adrenaline, and I'm not actually mad. And the sun was in my eyes when you killed me. It's definitely not because you're better than me at this game.
I equally, Bard, I give full discretion. If you frag me out in PUBG, please talk all the smack on the planet.
Well, Sutamore has to be careful because he's going down, and he was not high at all in Rise. They could be going after this one as the streamer himself is trying his best to not die, and he's going for a nice little spot. It is very quiet, and I do like that.
Sutamore here embracing his inner goose. I think he's going to be able to make it through this just fine.
Well, the Ghost Riders making a mad dash, and actually it is kind of free, but Tigre is going to go down. Good shots by
nice
Flanker.
Shots.
And I think that they're just going to go ahead and collect here. Tigre, I was going to say, there's no way that Tigre makes it out of this alive. So Soup, he is a little bit caught out, and they could actually res him, and ooh, my FPS is going down hardcore. That's unfortunate. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But True, is he going for his? Nah, he's not even bothering with his teammates. Ooh, he doesn't have a lot of meds.
He really doesn't. He's gonna. I'm surprised. I wonder if he's out of energy in the bus behind him. It's interesting that he's not trying to relocate from here.
No, I think he's just nervous and scared, honestly, more than anything else. But he's got to make it in. He knows that. Well, he should know that they just called in because he can see it. So should make it in any time soon.
I believe I just saw as well when you were in the map there. It looks like GG Gaming is trying to perform a res in the blue zone way up east of Mayran.
Yep, which is exactly what I was saying that True should know. So he should know that they went for the reses potentially and be able to book it. So, but Circle is closing. We're seeing Soul Squad coming in on that western side, and you can see that they're marking over here, or is that Team Fate? I don't know. I don't know what it is with these. It is kind of confusing, I'll be 100% honest. But Rise now making their way, and they're just going to play it relatively safe and calm, not doing anything too crazy as of right now. They do know exactly where Team Fate is. True still need to make it in. Chilla taking a lot of shots over at Team Fate, but it doesn't seem like a lot of connections. Oh, I wanted to make a joke right there, but it's fine. I can't. Sometimes streaming...
I like the decision by Rise Esports, Bard, to pull back here a little bit, kind of slow down their gameplay situationally to what we're seeing here. And I like the fact that they're trying to push these zones more from a position of control rather than a position of luck.
Oh, you 100% have to. So, okay, here's kind of the vibe, and hopefully I can get this out before too much craziness goes on. And it shifts hard south. That is crazy. This is a really fun circle, and I can't wait for this ending. But, okay, so you have two typical ways of playing. You have edge or you have center. Center is essentially when you try to control as close as you can to the center, so maybe like a 2-2 split over here versus over here. It's really risky, especially if a team full crashes you. Other teams, they try to do edge splits, where they try to cover as much as they can on the outside and just control everything as they slowly increase in. So typically you see a lot of teams kind of play a mix of the two depending on circles and depending on a lot of different things. But Rise, they're coming in, especially with a qualifier like this, it is a lot safer to go ahead and play the edge in typical way, because teams that just crash mid, typically they get, a couple of placement points, but they don't get a lot of kill points. The way to get a lot of kill points and to kind of combine the two is to play edge, especially for tier 3 tournaments. So that is my very quick TLDR information absolute dump for you.
Very well said, Bard. Looks like Good Grief Gaming here is in the ride of their life as we speak against Miram.
They see some shoots in the distance. They take some shots, but it doesn't seem... Ooh, Good Grief does not have a good place to go. And, well, their teammates, it seems like they're trying to help them out. And hold up. wait a second. Cruxy could actually... Oh, good headshot!
Ooh, nice shot, Cruxic.
Well, he could have actually tried to say, but good grief, they got to be careful as two are flying through the air, and all these teams want 2 free floating points if they can.
Yeah, Water Protect fading a knock there by literally the skin of his pants. He's literally 1 HP at this moment. Lucky fade.
Yeah, Mayu, well, he took some shots, and oh, actually, now we see good grief. One goes down immediately, gets flushed out, and from behind as well. And who's that on the distance? Actually, no, it was pest control in the distance. Well, so many shots are ringing out here, and I fear that he's not going to be long for this world. Antarctic Fox is taking some shots over at Team R.E.A.L. As some smokes also come down. And last resource, they're going to go ahead and lose their anchor. And True is still making his way in. It looks like he did actually go for the res. That is crazy.
Yeah, Soholt getting some flushes there for his team. Great performance out of him here. They're getting a few points. Taking advantage of Good Grief's mistake by being down defilation during their push.
Well, Team Fate, they made the push in, and Flanker actually went down by getting hit. Pest control, they could pick up some points here, but R.E.A.L, they got to watch out for Antarctic Fox. Bunny could get deleted here, but some good covering fire by Taste2 is going to save his biscuits from the oven. But Swole Squad is just on the other side of this, and Yakub actually going to go ahead and find Beleda. And, well, he's going to get backed off. He could not get the finishing touches in to the poor downed man as Circle is about to close.
I like biscuits, by the way, Bard. I love biscuits.
Oh, dude, they're so good. Especially if you get, like, the coarse salt, like, a couple of them just, like, on top. So good. Yummy as that.
So good.
Ooh, all right. Well, Rise, they got to be careful because Rats with a JS9, a gun that is unique to this map. And Morins, well, he is backed away. But Rats, they typically don't like to push away from a fight. Chilla. Oh, that is beautiful from Chilla. He gets 2. And that is such a clutch play coming out from him. The smoke should be good. Immediately gets the flushes. And Morins and Tyson now, they're beaten, they're bloodied, and they are bruised, and they don't have anywhere to go.
What an absolute perfectly timed frag grenade out of Chilla and Rise Esports there. That really put them in a dominating position here against Rats, particularly with their position and the push.
Yeah, Morins, I think they're just going to back off because there's not much else that they can do. Rumpel, he is going to go down. Vorpal and the rest of Team Fate is going to find pest control. And Antarctica, they have 3 players, but they are not in the best of spots. And Ghost Riders, they're going to lose another one. Is Soup trying to get out of there, but he goes down to Mira. And, well, Rise, Guru, he is getting 30 bullets, and it's not loading in time, but he finds one. He does get a point. He's now going to go ahead and take all of that loot so graciously donated to him.
Guru really assisting his team there, Antarctic Fox, with that frag.
Gotta watch out behind Antarctic Fox. I'm so sorry to cut you off, but R.E.A.L, there's one down Antarctic Fox. Taste2, he is putting in work. This is gonna be a beautiful frag. He gets shot down by Tater in the background. That is another nade putting him down. And Beleda is now the last one alive. The flush coming in immediately. But Beleda, can he stabilize for his team, or is the rest of Antarctic Fox going to do much? True does go down, but now from the side, Antarctic Fox, they're going to go ahead and push in. I love this call. If they have frags, this is the absolute time to do it. Bunny, he is in with an M249 and inside of the smoke. Well, TA, they're going to lose another player. Antarctic Fox, they should just be waiting. He hears the stabs. The M249 is just not strong enough.
Well, you would have thought the M249 would have been able to close that out, but truly.
Ooh. Antarctic Fox, though, they're going to go down, and I think Ding was the one who got the last one, yeah? No, it's Brecken from very far away.
I think you're right, Bart. Absolute carnage going on in the southwest of this zone.
That's when oh my gosh. Well, Affinity, they're going to go ahead and take it down to the last of last resource. Affinity up to 4 kills, but Zali from Soul Squad, he is going to go ahead and pick up 1 point. He is the last member alive. Morins and Rats, they're taking some shots over from Rias, who were very dominant in their fight against them. And Circle, Ghost Riders, you know, again, this is one of the ones. This is the center compound play. You don't get a ton of points from kills, but you do have placement points. So they're almost guaranteed top 3 is what I would say from this. But R.E.A.L,
Fate here trying to rack up some points as we speak here against Team Raise.
Beleda, he's got to be careful. Team Fade, they have been on an absolute roll, cooking it just slightly, but watch out from the side. Zenny, he is going to find Nubsky for one, and the rest of Fade is playing as a team, and Zenny continues increasing Fade's chances. And now from behind Brecken, he's trying, oh, the poor guy. Tyson, he cannot connect the shots as Blue is chunking this poor man. 8 bullets left, and Tyson does find him through the smoke. But hold up, Rise, they're going to go ahead and be fighting Mira. And Chilla, he's going to find one, immediately get the flush out as well. And they still have 3 up. Chilla has been putting in work for them. Toxic.
There's no doubt about that. Rise and Chilla particularly putting utility to work here against their southern push, and it's really helping them in a tremendous way, Bart.
Mew, he is getting shot at from above. Zodley actually did really well. I saw that, and I wanted to switch over, but I thought I should stay. Big Monster, though. Well done. He is going to find him 5 kills now for Rise. They need to make their way into zone, though. And Rats and Tyson and Morans, they got to be careful because this is probably the team that Rise has to fight as they make it inside the zone. Chilla, he is he's in blue, and he is trying to find a way inside. But Zenny, Rats, Morans, he's right there. But he's having his head on a swivel as Tyson. He spotted out Tyson, but he didn't notice. Tyson spots out Zenny, but cannot connect a single shot from the side. It is Rise. Arson finally finds Tyson, and now it is just Morans who is left. Rise can actually collect on this, but Pest, they're taking shots over, and Zenny finally goes down as well. And this is absolute chaos and carnage on this southwestern side, as everyone wants to fight everyone, and everyone wants points.
There's absolutely no shortage of excitement here, Bart. We've got action everywhere on the map. This is one hell of a Phase 5.
Well, speaking of a hell of a Phase 5, I think this is just hell in general for all of these teams. They're trying to make it in. Rise is doing an absolute phenomenal job. As you see Guru, who's trying to connect some points for his team. He has 2. And Vorpal, he is inside. He is behind. Beautiful shots coming out from Guru. He is going to find Vorpal, get him down. And it is just down to Tater as 3-4 different teams all took shots over at Team Fate, and they have been pushed.
I have to agree, Bart. It looks like this is Rise's game to be able to capitalize on here. They have all the cover in the world. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with these 3 teams compacting on the Southwest.
I will confirm that I think this would be a throw from Rise because they should have a lot of cover, especially with this hillside over here. The rest of the teams, they should be bloodied after all of these fights that they have to do. The only teams would be Dub Hub and Ghost Riders that shouldn't have too much done, but we saw Ghost Riders already down to 2. Young Stunna Boys, they've taken some shots over at the 3 remaining members of Pest Control as Tater and Guru are still here waiting to just pounce on some points. And Morans as well. He is in a bush. He is trying to be sneaky, stealthy, and slippery snake.
Yeah, the utility raining out from Pest Gaming here. Young Stunner Boys trying to
shots
from these locations. Nice shots.
From the side, Blissey is going to go down. Joshi finds one, but can they capitalize? They still got to watch out from behind because Rise is there. Shots ring in. Joshi on to 45 HP, and he will make it back somehow in time. And him and BattleX are the last 2 up. Young Stunna Boys trying to push over, but do they know about Rise? Rise is the third-party king of this southern battle, and that is who they have to be wary of. Is Guru and Tater are still up, still behind. They know about Tater, and they do know about Guru, at least Rise do. So Guru goes ahead and just decides to push. It's a decent stun, but he's not in the spot that he thought he was. It's going to be a close battle. Spray Tater actually going to go ahead and find one from Pest Control. Guru does such good damage, but Tater's still alive. Can he find him? And it's actually going to be Big Monster who does get him in the end. BattleX, now the last one up for Pest Control. And he is, I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of here.
Yeah, he's really caught himself in between a rock and a hard place. He's going to have to try to just stay alive at this point, Bart, because there's no doubt that he's going to have an issue pushing up this Rise that's in front of him to the north.
Yes, sir. And Guru, he did go down to blue, but he got a lot of points for Team Antarctica. And honestly, that's all you can ask, especially from a solo at that point. Dub up we see on the north side. And hold up, I did see a Lynx in the hands of Big Monster, and I'm quite sure of that. But still, this is how the map runs out. And BattleX has to be careful because he should be spied out by Rise at any point in time. And, well, Boatman, it seems like he and Ghost Riders are just going to go ahead and find some shots onto each other. As Morins, well, he could back stab young Son of Boys as they make their way inside.
Absolutely. We cannot discredit the opportunity here from Rats and Mons to be able to pull something up for his team. He's been sitting in that bush now for, I want to say, at least 3 to 4 minutes, and he's keeping himself together.
Yep, I would agree with that one. It has been at least 3 to 4 minutes after the push that Rats had to do into the middle of zone after losing everything with nades, with Chilla's nade being absolute perfection. Now we're just going to wait and see. And Morins, he's going to try to play this as quiet as possible. He does not want to give up his position, but I don't think that he's going to have a choice soon. But Big Monster,
Absolutely.
he knows exactly where young Son of Boys is, and I think this is going to be the call for Rise to probably leave one anchor and then send the rest of the 3 over here to try and deal with them. The Lynx is not doing enough work. He has 8 shots left. Shots ring out, and from below, BattleX looks like he wants to. Oh, and Arson is actually going to take down Quanda, but now Morins activates. He finds one onto 12 HP. The JS9 is absolutely insane at close range. Picks up points. Yanlo is going to molly. That molly should be just a little bit too far. 27 points, or 27 HP left. And he is just going to stun the heck out of here, but from behind, Back Monster is going to find one. They go down, and now BattleX is the last one alive on this Western Circle. Rise is cleaning up shop.
Absolutely. Rise poised for a victory here in game number 4. This is just going to boil it down to position, Bard.
They don't know. Rise doesn't know. BattleX could backstab them, and this is crazy. They need to clear it, but they don't know. They feel like they've taken down every single team over here, but they definitely have not. They lost control of kill feed. So this is the time, if any one of them is able to spot it out. If he hears the footsteps, Arson, he should spot him out. He should. No, but he's loading. Well, there goes one. Bake Monster. They need to make sure that BattleX goes down. If they can go ahead and get up Arson yet again, but I think they're going to sacrifice him to Blue as Blue is closing. Chilla and Ward, this might be the call for Big Monster. Just go ahead and get the heck out of here. And they're just letting Blue push him in. There's no way he goes for the rest, is there?
No, I can't imagine.
No! Oh my gosh, BattleX,
Wow.
he is nuts. And a Big Monster, he goes down. Chilla got off just in time, but I think he actually got a headshot. No, okay, he didn't. I lied. Dubhub is now going to go ahead and fight Ghost Riders, but BattleX still has to make it inside.
Absolutely. BattleX really clutching some added points here for his team if he can let the blue zone. It looks like he's actually going to push for the flush here to guarantee these 2 points, Bard.
Yep. He just doesn't want them to get flushed out by anyone else. Dubhub is now in a prime spot. The backstab from Pest Control onto Rise really, well, shoot them in the butt. That's quite literally the word. But Chilla,
Absolutely.
good shots.
Oratorium finishing off BattleX there from Pest Gaming. I mean, truly, what a disruption, though. Killing 2 of the Rise members like that. Good play.
Yep, Pest Control did so well there in order to get 4th as well. Or no, I think they got 3rd. And then they also got those points. But now, Dubhub, the young guns that we have not seen a lot of in FPP, PUBG, PC at least, because I'm pretty sure that they came from console. This is their time. It is a 4v2, but they need to clutch this out if they want to make a name for themselves. They did a really good job in EWC quals, and if they want to continue on from here, this would be a beautiful time. But they have everything in the world. They should just win, because War and Chilla do have to make it in. So this has to be amazing gunplay coming out from these 2 in order to make anything happen for them.
Absolutely. The stars are just aligned for Dubhub here, Bard. We're just going to have to see incredible gunplay by the 2 remaining members, War and Chilla from Rise Esports here to pull something together.
Chilla!
Wow.
The frag doesn't get him down. The stun could be, or the stun, the smoke. War had to be backed off, and now it's a 2v3. The meds coming in, but there's not a lot of meds left on their side.
That's just it. And Rise Esports Waratorium, the utility is in an absolute nil at this point. We're going to have to see crazy gunplay here, Bard.
Well, Lachich War is just too strong for him. Bowman gets knocked down. War, now Chilla has to do a 2v1. This frag would be perfect if you could find him. Makes him back down. The frag gets him down solo, but Ice It Nasty coming in from the side. Chilla has to have an amazing flick right here. And Ice It, that is a clutch mobile cover right there. Ice It, he's just watching him. War is gonna, well, Dubhub, they did get it. They made it a lot closer than they expected. But Dubhub with 6 kills and the chicken dinner.
Absolutely. Congratulations there to Dubhub and Ice It Nasty for clutching that win there for their team in game 4. But there's no